In this video, I'm going to teach you how to face and overcome any difficulties that come your way. My name is Trevor, and I'm here to help young men like you grow and improve on your self-improvement journey. Most men these days are directionless. This is either because they have no father at their home, or it's because the father that they do have is not teaching them everything they need to know. And so I may be a young man, and I might not be someone who is looked up to as a father. But maybe at this young age, I can simply be your older brother or just somebody that you look to for advice. And in the future, I am going to likely be looked up to as the father figure of many young men simply because they don't already have one. But as a result of men growing up directionless, not only do they also not have a father figure, they also don't have a direction or a purpose. And as a result of this, they end up growing up either feminine or just very strange, and they don't really have a direction in life that they like to follow. As a young man, you will almost certainly face hard times. And of course, there's maybe like 1% of people or 0.1% of people that'll have an easy childhood. But for most people, there are going to be times when you struggle. There's going to be times when you don't know the answers to all your problems, or the answer is to do something difficult, requires bravery. Whether this is at school and work or anywhere else, something is going to go wrong, and it's likely going to happen over and over again. And so it's important that you face your problems instead of running away from them. I'm surprised that it took me this long to realize this, but therapy is one of the biggest scams in our generation, and I guess even the generation before. I don't really know how long therapy has been a thing. Specifically for men. For women, therapy can actually be very beneficial. I watched this like podcast or YouTube video or whatever, and this guy he has a wife, and every time his wife would come to him and complain about a problem, he would simply ask her, "Do you actually want a solution, or do you just want to talk to me?" And most women just want to talk about their problems. They don't actually want a solution. But as men, that has zero benefit to us because we are the actual people that are supposed to solve the problem. Women are supposed to just come to us, and if they're actually complaining about a problem, we fix it. Because men are supposed to fix problems. And so, as men, there's no reason to complain to other men about problems because we are supposed to fix them. It isn't the more problems we complain about, the less problems we have, because they're still there. So when these difficulties arise, you cannot run from them, you must face them head on. Otherwise, they're only going to get worse. See, not only as men is complaining about problems going to be a waste of time, it's also just going to allow them to grow and get even worse. Andrew Tate, I don't know if this is his own quote, but I heard him say this. He said that the water's not going to get any warmer the longer you wait. And what this means is if you have to jump into a cold lake, waiting an extra hour before doing so isn't going to make the water any warmer. Now, of course, maybe in a realistic situation that would happen, but in this specific situation that we're using as an example, the water isn't going to get any warmer, and it might even get colder the longer you wait. And so when you face these difficulties, when you face life's difficulties and challenges, you must face them from a position of strength instead of a position of weakness. When you face these things from a position of weakness, you likely don't believe that you're going to be able to face them. I once heard a quote from Henry Ford: "Whether you think you can or not, you're right." And what this simply means is if you believe you can do something, your chances of being able to do it, your chances of success increase. But if you believe that you cannot do something, your chances of success decrease. But when you approach these things from a position of strength, whenever you believe you can do these things, you always manage to find a way to do them. I also heard a quote from Albert Einstein: "Where there's a will, there's a way." And what this means is if you believe you can do something, you will find a way to achieve it. You will make sure that this thing happens because you believe deep down that you can achieve this. The third and last lesson I want to teach you is to love others. And you might be very confused and ask yourself or in the comments, why is this in the video? Why does loving others help you to face life's difficulty? Well, the truth is that the only reason you're able to even achieve anything good and fight anything evil is because of God. Because if there was no God, there would be no right and wrong. There would be no way to define right and wrong for every single person. And so it is because of Him that we are able to fight evil and do good in the first place. And so we should do as He commands and to love others. Because whenever you love others, you find it easier to socialize. And it's been proven that whenever you socialize with others, that you are less addicted to things, and overall have an improved and healthier life. The action steps for this video. Firstly, instead of fearing life's difficulties, value them. Because without these hard times, you wouldn't become stronger. You would stay exactly where you are every single day and you'd never improve. And something Elon Musk has said, you never stay the same. You either improve or you get worse. Now, it might be at a very slow pace, but over the days and the months and the weeks and the years, you will progressively get worse and worse. And your life is going to go downward into a spiral. And for some people, staying the same might be nice, but for us, the people that want to improve and become better, staying the same and staying comfortable all the time is going to be the downfall of a lot of our hard work. Secondly, approach every single situation from a position of strength instead of a position of weakness. And lastly, follow God. He is the way, the truth, and the life. He died so that you can live. And because of that, He deserves the entire world to follow Him. It's time to do the hard work, starting now.